dudes and dudettes. A lot of different teams now for USC players. Let's do a rundown real quick. So, of course, Sam Darnold, number 3 overall to the Jets. Good luck to him. You know, being a top pick, going to New York could be pretty tough, but I'm sure he can handle it. Also have Ronald Jones going in the second round to the Tampa Bay Bucks. Should be a good situation for him. They're looking for a running back. He also had Uchenna and Wosu come into my LA Chargers. You know, we could always use athletic guys like that, so that's awesome that he's there. Then Rasheem Green going to Seattle. Yeah, I think they believe in him a lot, even though he's still pretty raw. He had one good year under his belt, but good luck to him. He's going to go to our old USC head coach, Pete Carroll. We also had Deontay Burnett somehow going undrafted, but he did sign with the Titans, so he's with the Dory Jackson. We had Steven Mitchell Jr. signing with the LA Rams. Good luck to him. I'm sure we see him later this year. So then yes, I had Chris Hawkins going to Seattle up with Pete Carroll, as long with Talamaivo going to Seattle as well. So good luck to them. Hopefully they can make that roster with the old USC coach. We also had Josh Fatu going to my brother's Detroit Lions on the defensive line. So I'm sure he can make that team. Of course, anybody can. Then you also had Nico Fala, a guy played center mostly for USC, a guy I'm not really too high on, but he's going to the Titans as well. So Titans, Seattle, kind of like home places for USC players when they go undrafted. So let's keep this rolling. Woo! Okay, guys, so the rest of the draft picks for the Chargers, 4 through 7. There's a quick look at Justin Jones right there, their 3rd round pick. I didn't have one up yesterday. And then we also have for their 4th round, they got Kyzir White, who was a safety at West Virginia, but I think he's going to move into the linebacker position because he was a little bit too big for his position in college. So if they just beef him up, then he could be a pretty explosive linebacker. Then in the 5th round, you had, I believe he's a center or a tackle from UCLA, you know, Scott Quessenberry. You know, big dude. He was always a fan of the Chargers, he said, when he was younger. So hopefully that's a little bit extra motivation for him to actually play a little bit better and make the team. But it's always not a bad thing to add pretty big guys with some talent. So good luck to him. Then in the 6th round, we had Dylan Cantrell, a wide receiver from Texas Tech. You know, another guy who's a lot bigger for his size than at playing wide receiver. So seeing that they're not going to bring back Gates, I think he's going to move into the tight end spot, because if he just gets a little bit more thicker body, then he'll be easy plug-in guy there, and already a guy who can catch the ball with some speed. So I'm sure they found a replacement right there since they didn't draft a tight end. And then in the final round, they had Justin Jackson, who was almost Mr. Irrelevant, the last pick, but surprisingly, they got him right there. He was a guy supposed to go in the 4th or 5th round, but as a running back out of Northwestern, he's shown some pretty good highlights. You know, I probably would have preferred Akram Wadley, but you had to get him in the 6th round. But, you know, we'll see how it goes. I'm sure he's going to be a pretty solid guy for us in the backfield. So we're going to go through real quick the 21 undrafted free agents that they signed. party people. This is final video real quick just to say all the 21 names of the undrafted free agents. I probably think like a handful of these guys will probably make the team, maybe most likely the practice team unless that's already filled up. But a few of the names that kind of stood out to me were like Tony Brown, from a cornerback from Alabama. I had him probably going in the 4th to 7th round in my video a few days ago, and somehow he goes undrafted, and luckily he signed with my LA Chargers because I think he could actually make the team here at a few different positions, so that's pretty cool. And then they also added Marcus Edmond, another corner or DB from Clemson. So if you get, in my like thinking, you have to get guys from places that won, and yeah, sometimes they may be entitled because half of the Alabama players, half of the Clemson players, it's either 50-50. They do really good or they don't. So you kind of have to take a chance on a few of these players. Then a quarterback in Nick Shamonk, I believe his last name is, from Texas Tech. You know, we picked up his wide receiver, so let's see what he could do. Maybe he makes the 3rd roster spot for the quarterbacks. Then he also had Shane Trapuka, a punter from Texas A&M. One of the only like special teams guys they brought in. You know, I guess he's going to be going against Drew Kyzir, so should be pretty interesting. And then you had DeJuan Hines, I believe he was from Houston as well. So a few more of these guys real quick. I'll just name them because I really don't know that many of these guys. I didn't really see much of their stuff. So we had like Brandon Facyson, Bajon Jackson, I believe from Arkansas, Steven Richardson from Minnesota, Cole Hunt, another tight end from TCU, Zach Crabtree from Texas Tech, Ben Johnson, another tight end from Kansas, Zach Goldich, I believe he's an offensive lineman. A few of the names real quick. Sorry, I had to write these down. There's too many to remember. Albert Havili, BJ Clay, Chris Durant, Trent Scott, I believe they're both inside defensive linemen. Kent Shelby, Detrez Newsome, J.J. Jones, Anthony Lewis, and Tevin Lawson. So congrats, guys. You guys names made my video. I know, I'm sure you guys are going to be going on to bigger and better things. So hopefully some of you guys make the roster spot. Some of you, you know, beast out and make the team and do good for us. That's all we hope for and ask for you guys. So thanks for watching, guys and girls. Like and subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. It's been a pretty busy couple days. Thanks for all your views, guys. It's pretty awesome. So have a great rest of your week.